talking about the hazing, the lawsuit that was filed Monday by Munster High School that identified as a junior that, was saying that there was hazing going on with the swim team. We just had Steve call in that was, within the swim association and all the club and everything for a while now with his kids and everything, and kind of put his side of the story, saying that, it was more of a tradition and these are all supervised things that, was more of a brotherhood and initiation more so than hazing. That it's very, classy. The swim team is very classy in that they don't. Anyone that's, I guess, with the Munster High School would know how they affiliate and how they put everything together is not how it's being portrayed through this lawsuit. The lawsuit is saying that the hazing includes forced haircuts, being struck with a plastic bat, and being forced to clean up after upperclassmen. I did ask Steve if parents and everyone were there during when they're being struck by a plastic bag. He did say that these times that everyone is, here, that they know what's going on and that the parents they're supervising it. They know they have a good grasp on it. And like I said, Steve is saying that the way that they're being portrayed through this lawsuit is not a proper portrayal, and that I guess that's not it. But here we have Steve on line one. Steve, how are you?
All right, all right. Okay, I want to throw another thing in on here.
Yes.
First thing you need to know, we all want to protect our kids. Everybody wants what's best for their kids all the time.
Absolutely.
That's the main thing. Okay, but the slant is being thrown in from the paper. The paper doesn't have all the facts like the first Steve was saying. First of all, this alleged hair cutting took place didn't even happen on school grounds.
Right. Okay.
So that needs to be brought out. So if it didn't happen on school grounds, it shouldn't even be part of the school with being brought into the school. That's outside the school.
I do, just to kind of point out, do you feel that because they are on the school team and it is a school gathering, although it's not on school grounds, but it's a team that is with the school, that should count for anything, or you think that should be ruled out with the haircutting?
I think it's ruled out because it's off the school. You can elect to go to these parties, or you can elect not to go to these parties. If you see something going on there that you don't like if you go out someplace and you're with a group of friends and they're doing stuff that you don't like, are you going to sit there? If they go to rob a bank, are you going to go to rob a bank with them? Absolutely not. The smart person is going to leave. So the same thing goes for these parties. If something is going on there that you don't like, which there is nothing, because there's always parents are you there?
Yes, I'm here. You said that there's always parents there, which is what the other Steve said, yes.
There's always parents at these parties. So nothing is going on. No one is going to jeopardize themselves or any other kid to let them get hurt. So so what happened there with as far as the hair shaving, every time before sectionals, the kids shave their arms, they shave their legs,
yep, I know.
They shave their head because it's less resistance in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you didn't want to be part of that, you didn't have to come to the party or show up. And no one is going to put anybody in jeopardy.
Now, you're saying with the forced haircuts, I understand that you're saying that, it's not as big as a deal as, with the hazing. It shouldn't really be. It happens every year for sectionals, which I know, like I said, Highland used to dye their hair blonde and then shave everything, bleach their hair, and then they used to shave everything like normal, both girls and boys. So what I have to ask you is, being struck with a plastic bat is one thing that's in the lawsuit.
I never even heard that, and my son is on the swim team.
Okay.
This is the first time I've ever heard of that. And I will bring that up to him and find out about that, but I've never heard of that before. We have Kim on line 3. Kim, how are you?
Hi there. Yeah, I've been hearing the stuff going on the radio. I've read the reports.
Yes.
A parent of a current swimmer, and I just have to say that anybody who knows the mother who is behind all this, all you have to do is Google her name, and you see all kinds of stuff that comes up. She has publicly admitted that she did the same exact thing with her daughter, older daughter, who went to a different high school, who got cut, I believe, from the softball team.
Okay.
So she pulled the same thing at a different high school. She goes to town hall meetings and complains about anything that you can imagine that's going on in the town of Munster. So this is what she does for a living. This is kind of her job. She kind of unveiled her, thinly veiled reason behind, everything that she's doing, because her son didn't get picked to swim on the conference team last year. So if we go back to the original allegation that she brought up, which both newspapers who reported on it today said February of 2009, when in fact it was February of 2010, accusing them of shaving his hair without his permission. Yet he came to the party where sectional team members are invited to go. It is optional. It is participation if you'd like. There is always a parent there. In fact, this year, or the year that this happened, the parent was there. She fed them all dinner. She was there the entire evening. My son was there.
And these are parties that is held before the meets to kind of get them ready, kind of almost like pasta parties, that kind of a deal that kind of brings them together. Is that what you're kind of saying?
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It was a dinner. It was a pasta night. It was a team bonding thing. They do it every year. And let me just point out that this boy was not on the sectional team that year, but he wanted to go and be with the boys. And he went, and what happened was his mother said, "You better not get your hair done." He got his hair done. He went home, and so he said, "They forced me to do it," because he didn't want to get in trouble. So then a full year goes by with nothing being said to anybody. This is February of 2010.
Correct, and we're in February 2012 already.
Fast forward to February 2011, nothing was reported to any of the coaches, any administration, nothing, until he did not get picked to swim on the conference team last end of January of 2011. Then all of a sudden, she brings all these allegations up. In the meantime, this boy continued to ask the accused boys for rides home, for rides to girls' meets, to be included in other social functions. If he was that terrified and that anguished and distraught and scarred from the stuff that these boys supposedly did to him, why did he continue to want to be in their presence?